Hello and welcome, my name is Sheep Thief, and today I'm going to be coming at you with a replay. It's a civil war between myself, Sheep Thief, and not MJ Blair. I don't know what that means, but we're both playing 11 ACR, so the division is having a crisis. They are settling it here. So just looking at our... Oh yeah, if you're new to the channel, then go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. But anyway, let's just get right into it. So, I am in 2024 trying to do an A10 Warthog rush. I'm going to slow this down even more. I opened with an F-16, Jammer Helo, Scout moving forward, Cobra, Ihawk, and then 2 Engineers Dragon. And what you can't see is I have 2 A10 Warthogs and a Sneed. And I don't normally open with a Sneed, but I just... the radar-based AA can really shut down the Warthogs. My opponent is much more standard. He did open with an F-16, so I guess he's a little worried about it. He has LRS moving forward here. M3A1 Bradley, and then a lot of infantry, Stingers, Hyman-Schützen, M3A1 Bradley, BGS ladies, M1A1 ACAV, and then some Hyman-Schützen I'm assuming to come into there. So he's going really hard into this point, which I've never really seen before. And yes, as you can see, the 2 Warthogs are out. But let's get this started, and how it started was a air engagement between the 2 of us. So here we go. So we pass each other and both get an evac trade right there. The quick fix moves forward, and one of the main keys with A10 Warthog rushing is just like getting the vision for them to hit things with. And so what I'm doing with this Jammer Helo is trying to get it along this road so we have a nice clean line of sight, and then moving these A10s. They fire at the LRS squad and get it. This one fires at this one and I guess misses. I was wondering. Oh no, it gets it. Okay. So we've gotten 2 LRS squads, which is 200 points, pretty good. And this should be good for us. I was raging. I'll just give you guys a sneak preview. I was raging in this game extremely hard. So this Jammer Helo is having trouble because of this hill right here, so it can't really see anything. Otherwise this would be great. He unpacks the Stinger, but I can't see that. This A10 is coming forward as well. He unpacks a Hyma-Schützen as well. A10 Warthog gets a kill on a Martyr Milan and misses the other one, and then it backs out for some reason. I don't quite understand why A10 Warthogs do this, but sometimes they just like leave once they're out of ammo or something. This A10 tries to fire in on this, and it's running into the Stinger now. This Jammer Helo is going to go down, but we do get the other Martyr. So the rush is okay, but that Stinger does get a hit, forcing this to evac. I pull the Sneed in. Doesn't really do much here, because he doesn't have an Ihawk, but I sort of would have thought he would start with an Ihawk. So unfortunately in this opener we didn't really shut much of this down. We've got the Engineers Dragon moving forward, but this M3A1 Bradley is still alive here, which is a major issue. So it's not like I've seen this. I literally have these coming in and I like reroute them. But as I've mentioned before in my videos, the rushes in this game are not super strong. I know people complain about them all the time, but they're not that good in this game. Having played other games where rushing is like a huge aspect of it, this is bad. This is not good. I send the Cobra over there, but the Ihawk gets a hit on this F-16, so this Cobra has free fire, but we're about to lose a ton of vision right as it arrives, and it sort of like only gets a couple shots off before I lose vision. We're gonna kill this Hyma-Schützen here. F-16 comes forward to take a duel here, and we miss. Very unfortunate. So now this Cobra is in trouble, but it evacs for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. This M1A1 ACAV is what I'm trying to hit with this Sea Knight, and the issue with sending in more helicopters is that I need to be like taking over the map with the space that I have here. As you can see, my Engineer's Dragon died to this M3A1 Bradley. Major major loss right there. Because if I'd had those engineers dragon right there, that would have been so big. So it's very unfortunate. The Sea Knight's having trouble with vision right here. It will eventually see the M1A1A cav. It's gonna fire. It's ATGM. He pops smoke. ATGM misses. And yeah, he does have a point as well. I've only just sent my CV. I think it's worth it. So I send in the Sea Knight. He pushes it through the smoke, and then it routes, and we do get the kill. So that's a big kill, but it's not enough to like totally shut this down. And now he's setting up an IHawk up here. In retrospect, maybe I should have kept those Panzer Grenadier Martyrs here to try to fight this. But I've like sort of lost air superiority here, and he just has more on the map. So he's really handling getting rushed quite well. Like, we killed a lot of things in the beginning, not like a crippling amount of things, but a decent amount of things. But he's like not panicking, and enough stuff got through that it's okay. I'm maybe being a little too hesitant here. Laser guided bomb, evacs. This engineer's dragon, I think I should have just left it there, but I tried to push it into the city. A10 Warthog fires at the F-16. Doesn't get its AA missile off, and now I'm gonna have to buy yet more airplanes to try to shut this down. F-16 takes a hit, but sailing right into the IHawk, but we do get the kill. But now my F-16 is going straight into the IHawk, so this is gonna be a major problem. Takes a hit. Stinger's gonna fire as well. IHawk fires again, and we luckily get away. Only just getting my CVs in the zone. This Cobra gets pulled back to heal and get some ammunition. Now these engineers dragon are fighting with Hymas Schutzen, which is a good. We should win this, but we've given up a pretty key position right here, and I just don't have the infantry coming in here because I've had to make these like air trades. Bringing out the A10 Warthog again. And actually, this is my first time viewing the replay. Yeah, I'll just say, like, rushing in this game feels really bad. Like, I thought for sure that that he had way more stuff in here. But looking at this should have been I should have dumped infantry into here in retrospect. We take this dumb trade here. I think no, I was microing this. We fire here, and then the IHawk just one-shots it. So this IHawk is a major problem. Needed to get the Sneed out here. F-16 comes from my Warthog. I try to fire a shot at it. Now it's coming into IHawk range. Trying to get some shots off. Trying to get a strafe on this mech rifles dragon. Really beefy squads. Like, that thing didn't die right there. And it's still probably going to beat this Panzer Grenadier. I do have forces moving forward, but he has the tick, and I'm feeling like he has more stuff on the board, but a lot of it's over here, so this isn't amazing. This A10 is going to go down to a laser guided bomb. Like, good play by him, honestly. Like, not. I think a lot of people forget that laser guided bombs have that ability. We're getting so unlucky, if I may say, with ATGMs and tanks. You'll see later in the game, like, we get another ATGM shot off, and we do get it, so that's good. I just need more, like, presence on the map here. I'm, like, cringing at my play right now. Like, this is really bad. Mech Rifles Dragon, or no, we kill that Mech Rifles Dragon barely. This Panzer Grenadiers, one hit. These should be moving straight up. These maybe shouldn't be. Sneed comes around and does not get the IHawk. I think he turned off his. It's out of ammo anyway, so he does the right thing and sends engineers in here to clear all this. I think in retrospect, absolutely, I should have been sending engineers here really hard. I'm doing the right thing, moving the Mech Rifles Dragon forward, but it's just like I feel like I'm like 30 seconds behind him at all times. Like that's how it feels playing in this situation. We get CV in the zone, which is going to give us a tick once we take it over. Panzer Grenadier moves forward. He intelligently has an LRS in here. Great decision to enforce that. 100 points can kind of like keep this a threat. And I kind of ignore that Panzer Grenadier. He's still dumping points into here. And look at all the infantry he threw in here. And this guy's about rank 200, I think, so definitely worth observing what he's doing. Laser guided bomb comes forward for the, I guess it airballed right there. Not sure what happened. Panzer Grenadier gets easily pushed back by the LRS. This 301 Bradley is not helping for some reason. It's just in the wrong position. Terrible positioning on my part right there, but that LRS could be dead if I was doing that right. Get some ammunition for the IHawk, and now since he's enforced so much in here, this is like out of position, and as you can see I'm kind of pulling stuff back. Micro rifle's dragging in here to secure it, and now I'm just kind of like, okay, I need to hold on to this. He doesn't have this point yet though, so I'm going to have to push eventually. But I'm still, as you can see, like in here I have local superiority, but it's not like enough. It's nowhere near enough. Now he's routing helicopters forward, so he must have felt like this was the threat right here. He must have been assuming that I was going to dump engineers in or attack from some angle, but I didn't attack from that angle at all. In retrospect, the other problem is that I've lost air, so as usual at about the 10-minute mark there's a bit of a lull, which happens in pro games a little earlier, and the newbier you are, the later this is. But as you can see, there's like nothing happening, and it always happens around 10 minutes. I don't think anyone quite understands why, but I've noticed it, and I've heard one of the WARNO, one of the top 10 players mention this as well. IHawk moving forward. I forgot to keep the transport on it, of course. What's going on here? Helicopter? Something died there. So we will speed this up just a little bit. M1A1 ACAV comes forward. This is a big investment here, but I don't know, not super happy about the amount of AAA here. One IHawk is there, but I don't know. He sends this A10 forward. I pop smoke on the Bradley, pull it back. IHawk fires at it, but it's running out of ammo. M1A1 ACAV moves way too far forward. I think I queued this reinforcement like a long time ago, and so I kind of like forgot that I sent it. It's like sitting here, not in a great position. It looks like I micro it back a little bit. I don't know, doing something there. We'll speed it up again. So yeah, you can see this lull that happens. Sneed comes out, kills the IHawk, but we do get a nice kill on it. M1A1 ACAV goes down to the other Warthog, which goes down. So Sneed and Warthog for Warthog, M1A1 ACAV, and an IHawk. So he definitely won that. Yeah, I didn't realize that my A10 went down there as well. I think I pulled this back in response to the Cobras. I do have pivads coming forward. That should have come forward a long time ago. One, to help with the engineers, like if we could spot these engineers, if the pivads could open up on them, that would be ideal. And also just because the helicopters are the obvious solution to this. He's like fully entrenched in here. This is now impossible to take over, and I've over-invested into here and under-invested into here, and this is now not looking good. I think you can kind of see me sort of floundering here. Not like, it might not seem like I've lost too much, but in a way I have. Like, it's, I don't know. You can see this. like, what do I control here? What points do I control? I control this point. I don't control it. And how many? What points does he control? He controls this one and this one, and he's about to control this one. You can see the build up here is heavily in his favor. The air, I can just tell you, is in his favor. This F-16 comes from my Sneed. My F-16 turns around. The IHawk gets a nice lucky shot on it, but he's got this other F-16 here. Try to fight it. And we do get the kill on that. Sneed wandering over here. Should just pull it back. I've made some trades with the air that makes it a little less messed up, and right now it's not looking too bad for me. He's gotten control of this point. Stinger fires here, misses. Sea Knights, he micros it and just kills the Stinger. Well played by him. Whenever you're using helicopters, you should remember to do that if you can. Airplane or helicopters open up on my Bradley. I pop smoke and back him up a little bit. My pivads are almost there. As you can see, like, I feel like I'm 30 seconds behind. Like if I had 30 seconds there, these pivads would be here to lock that down. The Stinger would still be alive. The Bradley then could be firing at all this. You know, if this was here at that point, it's just like, it's like a behind feeling. It's the best way I'd describe it. He gets control of the point, which is going to give him a +1, but we do get the kill on it. I'm not quite sure what did that. Maybe it was the Bradley. Cobra comes forward, and this is sort of like a desperation move. He has an IHawk being set up. Again, like 30 seconds before, this wouldn't have been bad, especially if it was a Sea Knight instead of this Cobra. If this Abrams, like, it's just feels off. That's all I can really describe it as. He has the +1 again. F-16 comes in, does shut it down, but it's going to take a bunch of damage from the pivads. These pivads are better at killing this these planes now. This pivad actually finishes it. Now we're getting in a fight with this thing. Bradley's firing on this infantry in here, which is what I needed to be doing long ago. And this isn't the end of the world. I bring this forward probably a little prematurely. The mech rifles drag and kill it. I guess that's why I was like confused. They weren't attacking the M301 and Bradley, so I was like, oh, is there nothing in there? M1A1 ACAV does get the kill on the M301 Bradley, and now there's going to be a duel between my M1A1 Abrams and the M1A1 ACAV. Let me just tell you, I have like terrible luck. Nice kill there with the laser guided bomb. Should have done that a long time ago. IHawk does get a hit on my laser guided bomb though. Sneed fires at his IHawk and gets it, but it's about to fly right over a Stinger. 2 Stingers. They fire, they miss. M1A1 Abrams in a good position here. This M1A1 ACAV comes for the flank, and just watch my luck here, like miss. I know I'm 0 cohesion, but this had a side shot and it missed it so completely that I'm like still triggered about it. This M1A1 Abrams is out of position, so needs to move forward. This Milan, oh look, they're having a party over there. This M1A1 Abrams is not doing anything. Major issue. If this M1A1 Abrams was pushing forward, we would have taken this over. Just bad play. To be honest, I've been like, I had to go on a trip for like 10 days, and this is day 2 of being back, so just a little rusty even after a short trip like that. Just poor coordination. Like, this could all be, if those two were both doing that and pushing straight through, that could have been good. I was just so intimidated by his air the whole game. I don't know. M1A1 Abrams with perfect cohesion does get the kill, but his laser guided bomb comes in. I micro it at the last second. I think get a little bit of like mitigation on the damage there. We do get his laser guided bomb down. Sneed fires and gets my eye. Whack. But everything else misses this Sneed. It's very wounded though, and we have one more IHawk, so I tried to like micro that too, but I think it was worth it to get the laser guided bomb down. Not really sure. Trying to get some heals on this tank here. It felt like it wouldn't like get better. This CEV's out of position. Should be here firing at this stuff. Should have a scout. We should move this here. That CEV here, and we could have done some work. In retrospect, it's hard to tell, especially if you don't have recon. So this is just a battle of the Abrams. I should have just pushed this Abrams forward, but I was like, no, I wanted to heal. Just terrible, just terrible. Sneed goes down to the Stingers. We get a crit and engine incendiary, and then I'm like, oh, maybe now is when I should bring it forward. So bad. Have to pop smoke, and then he's gonna be able to back off. Just having really annoying problems with my vision here too. And then this one, that miss really triggered me because that was a side shot. That should have been an easy kill. But honestly, I deserve it for being like, I don't even know, like greedy, I guess, like wanting to like heal. I don't know. That it should have been the minute there's a tank fight. Even if you have like an injured tank, you should bring it in because having like 2 tanks versus 1 is huge, especially if you can get side shots like that. I don't know what I was doing. So after these like game-losing throw plays that I've done, now he does have a bit of a setup in here. He has the an injured M1A1 Abrams and a +2, and I'm just like hurting here. Milan is gonna fire on my Abrams. We start getting some fire on it, but this M1A1 Abrams is like 1 hit. Pop smoke here. Pulls that back. He's healing. I'm healing. Trying to get more AA. I think in retrospect, overreacting to his air superiority. Maybe. I think just getting some supply into these stingers would be good. I think having 1 stinger here would be good. But I think this is an excessive amount of stingers in here. It'd be better to have one like there. I thought I was getting a lot of recon too, but I think they were just in the wrong places. Like I've got recon all over here, 1 here, but nothing over here, which is kind of bad. Jaguar's gonna fire at my stinger and miss, or no, actually it's firing at my, no, I don't know what it's firing at. Engineer's Dragon failed to kill it. These things have some armor in the front of them, so they're kind of like, they're really good. Jaguars are really strong. I need to remember to use those. If I'd spent some money on on Jaguars in here, it would have been huge. I have them in my deck. I just sort of forget to use them sometimes, especially against an armored division. M1A1 Abrams is gonna fire here, and this Milan. Honestly, I'm glad that it killed that M1A1 Abrams because that M1A1 Abrams failed me in every single thing that I wanted it to do. This would be a good place for a laser guided bomb. And now I would say at this point he does have a superior force on this point. This is all just like wounded stuff and like supply, like a stinger. I do have a fair amount of tanks in here. He's pushing forward with these M113A3s to my M113A3s. He pushes my Engineer's Dragon back, and now there's going to be a bit of an engagement in here. We've got these Abrams back here that have recently been healed. This M1A1 Abrams takes a ATGM and takes a lot of health damage. He moves his infantry out into the open. We're getting pretty lucky here because his like Jaguar and Milan were firing at other stuff. This M1A1 Abrams routes, which is unfortunate. Pop smoke here because I don't want it to die, and I don't know. I felt like I was getting kind of unlucky there with some of those hits. A10 comes forward, and I believe I send a plane in after it. Yeah, F-16's going for it. Get a hit, and lucky second hit right there. Honestly, I think that was. I think he has a right to be kind of mad about that. The Stinger's going to go down to these micro rifles Dragon. They're just refusing to die. He's going to keep firing, and will my Stinger die is the question. Yes, it dies to M1A1 Abrams, so it's more acceptable. So I came off of that fight not too bad, but it gave him the time to get a big tank build up there. And if you look at that, he didn't commit many tanks to that. He committed a lot of infantry. But my response should be keep my tanks alive. Do not push forward like this, and try to get my own build up. But instead, I go all out forward. Get the kill on the Jaguar there with the Engineer's Dragon, and now I've just got a bunch of wounded tanks up here, and he's got some fresh command upgraded, or I guess they aren't fresh, he's got 2 wounded tanks as well. This is ugly. Marta goes down immediately. I need a laser guided bomb in there. I don't have any artillery in this deck, which is actually causing a problem. Look, this one took a hit of crack. We get the Milan, this M1A1 ACAV is here. Pretty good position for it, but he's got this F-16 that comes in here, misses one, comes around here, doesn't die, and now I'm kind of triggered. Comes around again, and then my M1A1 ACAV comes out into the open, which is a major problem. He needs to be here. I'm trying to kill this thing really bad, and then I lose an M1A1 Abrams, and this F-16 comes in and or I guess like gets a fat hit on my thing. My laser guided bomb gets routed, and at this point I'm feeling kind of like it's doomed. I send my command tank forward. In retrospect, I don't think it was fully doomed, but I think I had certainly lost the game at this point. This thing won't die. I'm getting really mad at my tanks at this point. So let's see, he has 1 tank left, and I'll just say, so this is, as you can see, right about where I surrender. Pushing forward, his laser guided bomb, well, it'll make more sense when I do surrender, but I think I was mainly mad about this not dying. But let's see the full situation. I try to like micro this, it insta dies. That really triggered me. Yeah. And then when this thing died, oh no, we did get the command M1A1 Abrams, but his tank is going to fire at this. So we do have 1 alive. So the question we need to ask ourselves here, Sheep Gang, is was it right for me to surrender? I think it was. So this could be healed. Can he push through right now? He can. If he pushes with this tank and this Milan, but I don't know if he would, but I don't know. He doesn't even need to. That's the issue. He's got another tank coming and a Jaguar. I've got 2 tanks coming, 3 tanks coming. I think maybe I've got these tanks coming. I think especially if I hadn't done that dumb attack there, I think it would have still been possible to win. However, I was pretty demoralized at this point and decided to just call it. I don't know if it was wise though. I guess we'll never know. But I was like emo raging pretty hard, and you know, like when you're not enjoying it, you should just stop. So that's that. Thank you for watching. We'll look at the kills really quick. So yeah, there's a defeat for Sheep Thief. We actually got more kills, which is why I did this replay. Is I looked at the kills and I was like, what? How did I get more kills there? I'll just say it felt like I was losing the whole game. Like I said, this guy's okay. He's like rank 350 now, so definitely a good player. He's done like a lot of games. How many do I have? Not that many more than I do. Unless I know there's a way to like reset this stuff, but like 89 hours in multiplayer. I'm not sure. So, GG to this guy. It was a great game, actually. Looking back on it, he played really well. My units didn't do badly, but nothing really did great. Here's how the A10 rush went, and I think one of these kills, like the Sneed, is from after the rush. So the rushes weren't too strong with the A10. I think maybe doing it with one of them just as a like way to get some kills, and then you can bring it back out later. It might be good, but the double A10, not so sure about it. Other than that, Hawk didn't even do that bad. I guess that's mostly helicopters. Yeah, his units, this M1A1 Abrams did well, but not too nothing amazing for his units either. And yeah, just for the record, I'm like rank 1500 now, so he's... Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.